keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares too. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Shay, I see the sparks you throw my way. I know your name is written on everyone's mind. Your whole show is captivating me, but don't think that I can see right through that disguise. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. So when you got this whole thing, I like the way you look at me. How about we just go with the flow? Now you know I feel it too. But I don't think this could be something that becomes a thing. Maybe just for tonight, then I'll be over you. But when you got close to me, you had me falling so hard, baby, yeah, now I get it. You got heads turning, and you don't even try. Well, would you look at that? My glass is empty, How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes. Oh yeah. How about I get another drink, baby, Okay, I get it. You got fire burning, right there in your eyes.
That was disgusting. Oh my God, June. Oh.
Absolutely devastating.
He's actually in a really good spot for his teammates to watch over him and give him assistance, but no one really watching the main run up. And oh, what a trophy system collateral kill!
Oh, they gotta get on the point.
Yeah.
They gotta get on the point. They're gonna run out of time. Can they contest? They are with 1.4 seconds. And Phil is gonna go down. We are gonna be seeing him now. No, out of the point, and Wave Runners by the skin of their teeth. They're gonna be able to hold on.
Can he play from horse? Oh, holy! He's gonna get another one.
As Hoy will quick scope heavy.
But it's gonna not necessarily translate to control the bottom lane, as Legacy just being an absolute useless here with his team just getting such a bad control here.
Kill is gonna get hustled down to 2v2. They should have had the man up, and now Austin feels pretty keen to get one. He's gonna look the double, can't quite get it. Zuxium, the last man alive, and now it's Zuxium trying to finish off the team. He's gonna stun him there, C1. One's gonna push out, it's gonna get taken out. Zuxium can finish it right here, 7 points left. Taking out another one more pushes out. He's gonna get taken out by a teammate, and that's gonna be Hype Esport taking map number 1.
I see it now, I see it now. And we are live, Call of Duty fans. Welcome to the K7 League's preseason hype battle. I'm FBI Tugboat. My man Trevor is here with me. We got Hero down there producing away, making our jobs as casters just so much easier, and we do appreciate them. Now, we got to start out here with the acknowledgments, right? We've been straight up lying to you guys for a while. We've been saying that it's been preseason hype battle, the last one before the season starts for a while, but I promise to God, this is the last one. We got an official start date for our regular season.
Yeah, no, and I'm really excited to kind of get into the regular season next week. It's going to be super exciting just to kind of get back into the swing of things.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
yeah, we got the hype battles and stuff, but there's nothing like the drama of a season. People having to win their next matches, qualifying for different events and things like that. It's always fun. I mean, but Tug, man, I'm just ready to get talking about some Call of Duty. What about you?
Absolutely. You're in the right place for it then, Trevor. I'm ready as well. Now, before we talk about what's going to be happening here, we, of course, have to talk about some of the people, partners, people and organizations that do make this possible. First and foremost, that is GitGudHosting. Anybody familiar with the North American amateur Call of Duty scene should know this name by now. They provide those neutral hosts kind of close by to some of the CDL servers where some of these just electronic, hardware, software servers are, to be able to provide better connections, better ping, and everything in between. Next up on our docket, that's Innovated Gear. That's the official apparel sponsor for partner, for the K7 League. You can check out what they're doing on the website and their Twitter, and really just see what kind of fine apparel they are putting out. DropShot data as well. As a caster, I use these numbers to kind of provide a different sort of narrative as we're going through these competitions. That would not be possible without DropShot and the data stats that they do provide. Gamers Resort as well, actively making the world a better place by helping and working with gamers who are dealing with their own mental health issues, whether it be depression, anxiety, or other things. Big stuff from them. Again, you can check them out on their Twitter or their website. Designed by you as well. That is the partner here, has been doing all of our video editing and whatnot. That little intro action that you saw just a minute ago, if it looks a little bit different, there's a reason for that. They're designed by you now in here, coming through and setting up that goated video editing. We do appreciate them. Now, Trevor, talk about what we're going to see here today.
Yeah, to talk about what we're going to see, let's look at the maps, actually. It'd be cool to bring those up. And those are actually brought to you by our partner, GitGudHosts, because, I mean, you can't host, you can't play a map without a host. So, I mean, there you go. I'm actually kind of excited for this map pool, honestly. I mean, you start with Moscow on the hard point, and then we get a nice little dose of raid. Really fun. First time I'm getting to cast it ever. I was too young to cast Black Ops 2 way back in the day. But yeah, so we get that for back-to-back S&D and Control. Over to Gary, her Garrison hardpoint, and then if we get there for that Garrison, and then potentially round it out on that Moscow Search and Destroy. Tug, what's your favorite map in this map pool?
Man. In the map pool, well, I'll tell you, it's not Garrison. Garrison's just too... it's too busy, right? There's too much stuff going on. I really like Raid. I think it's hard not to. Moscow for these game modes makes sense, but just like that, there's a reason why we're not seeing Moscow in that Control form. Playing there is just oppressive, we'll say. So yeah, I definitely have to go with the Raid. Not only is it the classic look and feel, and I'm an old guy, but Moscow is just, again, less well-rounded than Raid can be. Now, Control for your Raid... it's so specific based on map, whether or not it's really literally going to work or not, right? Miami, another map that kind of has a problem with that controlled game mode. So, we got Rated Gold and Team Hustle going at it tonight. We'll be running through these two teams once they start up this lobby. I'll shoot the question back at you, though, here, T-Rev. Favorite map here in the map pool?
Man. Okay, so I really do like Raid. I was too young to cast it, but I was able to play it. My parents didn't make me listen to the little letter on the bottom corner of the box. They let me play games before I was old enough to play said games. But Raid is fun. It's nostalgic. It's there. And then I think it just plays the best. I mean, we've already seen, if you just look at the CDL, we've already seen some dramatic, maps with it, on Control. So that's the first time it's ever being played on Control, right? I mean, if you look back to that Optic and LA Thieves matchup, it was, down to the wire on that second round where they just hop in to get that last control point. So stuff like that's really cool. The nostalgia, plus just all of the opportunity for plays is actually really fun for me to see.
Absolutely. Yeah, Ray definitely back in this one for a reason. As a developer, you're not going to be reaching back towards previous maps unless there's really, a nugget of gold to be had there. Yeah, so Optic, I believe, did take that 3-0 against the LA Thieves. So not a flashy start for our newest CDL team, but that is, again, just that preseason stuff. Nothing really saying anything specifically for the regular season, just like us. Our regular season starting soon. And the game starting now. There's a little Moscow action again on our hard point. What we'll be seeing here is a lot of Foundry play, or a lot of Fountain play, excuse me, and other crazy stuff. Any massive changes to patch notes, anything else like this? Most recent thing being the snipes and smokes, right? You're not going to see that on anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, nothing that I can think of that changed too much. It looks like we may have some kind of setting issues, or they just really don't like their teammates.
Yep, exactly. Hey, this is amateur Call of Duty. I think this would be some of the most tame responses to teammates that we've seen in a while, right? But yeah, just a little bit of memery here at the beginning. We starting the back up. We just gotta, get it all the way figured here. Talk to me about Express. Obviously, a map that you played. Maybe not necessarily something that you casted though.
Yeah, I'm a nerd. Okay.
Yeah,
it's whatever. But like I like to go back and watch some old competitive matches on Black Ops 2. I think watching some of those teams back in the day is really cool. Some of the best Call of Duty I've ever seen in my life. So Express is a really fun one for me. I remember the throwback tournament that I think Hitch threw a couple years ago, where it was like basically the Cole guys were playing, and then the train came through because it was on and just killed the other team. The team train is what they called it because he wasn't playing with them. That one was a really fun one for me. Just really cool things about the map.
Right? Like,
fifth man off the bench coming out of nowhere conducting the train, just
nobody saw him coming.
The other team.
Yeah, there you
like,
go.
Randy Orton RKO out of nowhere. I actually don't play Gears of War.
Okay. Well, the Cole train, that would be that would be the reference that you get here. He was a big badass from that video game series. But yeah, so if you're ever setting up lobbies, trust me, GP like game battles will kick you out, will disqualify you if you leave that train on. I can guarantee you. Will not say how I know that. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, Tug tried to get a couple free trading kills, hoping people would notice.
Yeah,
and I noticed it goes choo choo. So they do notice when when it's just like chugging along there. Yeah. I mean, speaking of chugging
what else
along,
I noticed,
dude,
Trevor? I've just been playing so much worse since these red boxes on my screen are gone. I don't get it. I got an email from Activision or something like this, but now they're totally gone. And I can't see people. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like my red boxes are still there, dude. Like I don't know. Like I don't know like why yours disappeared. Like maybe you should like email Activision back, say that it was a mistake. They got the wrong guy. Like I mean, it had to be. They banned the wrong guy. Someone like changed their name to you right before they got caught, and
that's what it is. Gotcha.
It had
there you go. There you go. Yeah, just my shot's been missing a lot too. It doesn't make any sense. I used to be hitting 99.9. That's what it is now. It used to be 100. I don't get
it. Dude, I mean, it's got to be the old age. You said you're a little bit older, right?
Yeah. That's definitely got to be what it is. Because God knows it can't be an anti-cheat from Treyarch.
There's no way.
Okay, we're moving a little bit here. We're moving a little bit. We're going to get these teams on in here in just a second, but I think you guys are done unless me and Trevor are going to start playing Thumb Wars or something like this. Yeah. We'll go ahead and introduce the teams. The voice in my head here now directed on along. Rated Gold, fronted by the man B Jimbo. That's your captain here for our Rated Gold squad over here. Followed up by Afro, Flama, and Celerity. Not Salinity, not Serenity, but Celerity.
Yeah, and I could actually, we can go ahead and introduce the other team really quick over on the Team Hustle. We got the captain, the one, the only, 1010, followed by Easy is how I'm going to say it. Sorry, guy, if it's not right. And then we have the Josie, followed by a couple random letters, and then Rex. Y and Rex. Yin Rex. Young Rex. Young
henceforth, yes, henceforth referred to as Rex, like the T, like he bellows when he is about to kill somebody. I don't know. Team Hustle, yes, that's your second squad coming in through here. Now, we will get an update. Obviously, Rated has been playing in the K7 leagues quite a while. Team Hustle, though, these are some familiar names, but not sure if this foursome has been playing in formal K7 league play last season. Do you have any idea on that?
Not off the dome, if we're being completely honest. But I know that I haven't seen that particular team chemistry before. Just in my experience. So it'll be really cool for me to see them. First time for me. It could be first time for some viewers. We can't know that. So for that, it'll be fun to experience it. I mean, last time you and I casted together, actually, it was a rated gold match. They went up against, who is it? Natural Talent, and rated gold kind of got smoked.
Actually. Yeah, that was a 3-0. No, that was 3-1. If I yeah, I got my notes around here somewhere. But as I said to you before, Trevor, my handwriting is atrocious. I really shout out to any teacher I had to have through grade school.
Yeah, like I don't know how teachers to this day still like I still submit like written things for some reason. I
They
think
call
it's
me
just,
old.
yeah, like it's nice. It's nice to write it down. But no, my handwriting is also atrocious. It is. I can't read it. Like I'll look at notes and be like, I'll have to use context clues on my own notes, which you really shouldn't have to do.
I've been there before. So handwriting poor and perhaps a taste in entertainment, as you can tell from his background, also not that great, ladies and gentlemen. The anime hate does continue.
You just gotta get cultured, man. That's all it is. There's no culture.
There it is. I just need to travel more, right?
Yeah, you just gotta travel more. Have I traveled? Not really. But
you know, it's interesting. Like saying that can now almost be kind of taken as like an insult, right? Like during quarantine times, like COVID-19 times, like, hey, you seem like a guy that really needs to travel more, right? Like with the looming threat of a unprecedented, global disease. But hey, back onto Call of Duty here. Let's speak more positively now. Express, a map that I'm really excited for. We kind of got away from that a little bit, but seriously, I'm really excited for how it's gonna how it's really just gonna allow for different gameplay. Really, it's not tiny, it's not like absolutely huge. Either way, of course, we're not gonna see snipers on it, at least for the time being. But I really think it's gonna shake up gameplay here for our Call of Duty Cold War.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. And speaking of the train on that, we can just go ahead and chug right into that map as it is loading up for us. Yeah, choo-choo, get out the way. Mixing some songs there, I think. But we will be right back into this Moscow.
Some choice words after that too that I don't think he would be appreciative if we said on stream. So
yeah, something about doing 100 on the highway. The great Ludacris actually said that.
The great Ludacris, yes sir. So Hustle Esports coming in. It's an interesting strategy, starting your game with 3 players as opposed to 4.
They got the.
We just have a game crash. We just have a game crash. That is okay, guys. I know we've been talking here for a little while, so I think at this point we're gonna go to a short break. We're gonna get our last Hustle Esports player on in here, and then we're gonna start the game for you guys. We apologize for the delays.
Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you're Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect.
Ain't no love like real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay my love life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I haven't felt this in ages, and I know no patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me
Oh, and we are back here live. We get a fast one back on in this one. I'm FBI Tugboat here with my man Trev. We got rated gold, excuse me. Yeah, Team Hustle going at it here in just a second. You want to run through our maps again for us?
Oh yeah, let's go right through them. So we're gonna start on that Moscow hardpoint, as we have seen twice in previews, but that's in the past. We're gonna get right into this one. After Moscow, we go to back-to-back raids for the first search and destroy with the control. If we get to map 4 and map 5, they are not guaranteed, but are a possibility. We'll actually get to go to another garrison hardpoint, followed by, to conclude this series, if we make it there, a Moscow search and destroy.
Yes, sir. And just as an update, in case you're just joining us again, and Rated Gold came through on their other preseason hype battle, the one me and old Trev here covered, and they did go down, unfortunately, 1-3, so 3-1 loss there. Meaning, that so far in the hype battles, they've really put forward this extra effort to at least extend it to some extra maps and have not dropped 3-0 fashion. Now, Rated Gold again, a team coming through and doing making big splashes, last season for the K7 League. Again, Team Hustle. Do not believe they played this full team quite so far, and there is a huge aspect that has on gameplay, just simply staying together, playing together, competing together, communicating all throughout, and then going forth and seizing the day. Speaking of day, match day continues now. Team Hustle taking on Rated Gold.
Yeah, man, I am more excited than you. I'll bet money. Oh man, teams breaking up. We haven't seen Hustle play, and they're already breaking up, just shooting each other in the mouths.
Yep. There you go.
Man, that's
this is what happens after the Challengers Monday, right?
Oh yeah.
We're watching right now. Oh, it's uncontrolled. That's why. Like the game mode. It's uncontrolled.
Oh yeah.
Hard point.
Noted.
Yep. All gravy. Nope. No. We're just getting that figured out. We'll go back on in. Get that. Get the game mode switch and just be getting back in. I believe a minute ago the issue really was that what was software-wise with servers and whatnot, it kicked a player out or his server crashed or something like that as soon as he got in. Cold War, it's not perfect. It happens.
It does, but I mean you can't do anything. Like I said, everyone in the lobby saw hardpoint. It glitched and was control, so that's just weird. Yep. Nothing really to explain for that one aside from shooting your teammate in the head. It's the only way to really get out of it.
That's a fun way to start, at least, right?
100%. Like, hey, your shot's on because you just shot your teammate in the face.
Hey, there you go.
Don't really got to worry about that.
You're able to put me down and spawn. Now just do that to them. Just shoot straight. Get your lasers out.
Exactly. It was just practice. They didn't get to shoot enough bots. They wanted to shoot each other to make sure that they were there. If you paid really close attention to that kill feed, it looked like everyone got at least one kill in that very short amount of time. We can see. Hey, Tug, you want to play rock, paper, scissors?
Sure. All right.
right,
What?
on
Rock,
shoot?
paper, scissors, and shoot. Yep. Yeah. I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
you.
on shoot.
Do it up
Okay.
so we can see you, damn cheater.
Yeah, hey, I was gonna cheat a little bit.
I know.
Yeah. Rock,
Rock, paper,
paper,
scissors, shoot.
scissors, shoot.
Oh man. All right. Well, we both scissors at the beginning.
Yeah,
that sounds R-rated. That sounds R-rated.
It was a little R-rated, but hey,
We'll
it's,
do
I mean,
best out of three. Best out of three. Rock, paper,
Got
scissors,
three.
shoot. I'll call it. All
Yeah.
right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, that's one for the tug.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah, fuck. Or, sorry.
Yeah,
excuse
yeah.
me. I'm not yet. Now 1-1. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. All right. Well, we shouldn't have done this. Actually, cut the stream. I'm out of here.
It's over.
2-1 for the
We're
2-1 for the old Trev man here. Maybe that'll be indicative of what we'll see here, game to game wise, coming through from games 3 on into game 4. Maybe 1-2 for one of these squads. Again, what we can anticipate here really is that this is not going to be a game that goes down quickly. There's not going to be a 3-0 you're out of the way. Now, this is the preseason hype battle, and neither the Team Hustle team again has not gotten the opportunity to play as a full 4 in the K7 League specifically. I'd be a fool to think that they have not played together in some other competitions. You have to say that again. They have not played as a full in other competitions. I'm pretty sure they have, but we have not seen it in the K7 League so far.
Yeah, I mean, and I believe we were getting an update from our producer. Couldn't quite hear him. If we could just get that. Yeah, and Rated Gold has a new roster too.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I believe there are actually two rated teams in the K7 League. So we got the gold and the white. So repping on both sides, both colors, both jerseys. They alternate when they're home and away. I guess they don't get home and away. They're just gold or they're just white. Maybe there's a
Just gold or just white,
tertiary color. The tertiary color is probably black. I feel that it
Yeah,
goes the best.
Gold
with,
and black
gold
looks
white.
good, right? You know, like
Yeah,
gold
it's
and white is almost like two similar colors. I feel like, right? It's almost like getting like gold and yellow or something like that, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, gold and black. It's actually my school colors, Doug. What the heck?
Hey, there you go. What the Golden Knights? That's the Vegas squad out there. That's their colors as well, right?
Yeah. We're the Spartans actually. So
Okay.
that's kind of what we are. Cool.
Kind of like the battle ready colors. I'm with it.
Yeah.
Any other
Yeah.
colors that you really like any other two color combinations that you really prefer?
I mean, I really like the classic black and white. It's just super clean. Always works really well. But then I mean, you got to pair your pastels with your dark. So you got some nice navy pants, or like a pastel pink dress
Like
shirt. I mean,
the comparison between the two, right? Like
yeah.
they kind of complement each other at that point.
Exactly. Pastel. If you're a guy out there and you're in the stream and you don't own a pastel dress shirt, you're missing
Yeah,
out.
like really, what are you doing, right? Like, are you even an adult? Can you vote? Like, come on.
Jeez.
Other colors here, as we're waiting. Purple and I mean, I'm a University of South Carolina Gamecocks fan, like die hard, you know, live and breathe garnet, or bleed garnet and breathe black. The garnet and black, like the dark red and black, love it to death. And on the contrary, purple and orange is just absolutely disgusting. That's Clemson colors, of course, and you really would be hard pressed to find two more gaudy colors out there, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like it's something like a red and blue. I mean, people don't like red and blue,
Yeah.
but like it's not
There's
awful.
there's a reason, like the combination together, but like it almost has to be paired with a third. I feel like, because like there's a reason why every video game ever, right? Every first-person shooter is always red versus blue. There's an entire reason why there's an entire Halo show named red versus blue after that. They're very contradictory colors, right? Red kind of more like aggressive and hard and fast, and I mean there's a reason why they use it for a kind of like a commanding color for traffic lights, right? Blue, on the other hand, very kind of passive, maybe like a strong silent, right? That's what I think when I think blue.
When I think blue, I think sad.
You think sad? Okay.
No,
Well,
I
and
actually
blue
think
is
Eiffel
also
65. But anytime I hear blue, like I'm like Eiffel 65 is the only.
Oh
way
yeah,
to
yeah.
think of
I'm
that.
blue, da ba dee da ba da.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe he really is an old man, because that's definitely a time or a song from more my time period here. Blue is also like, given the tone, it's extremely varied, right? You get like your light blues, like your sky blues. It's very, I think it's kind of like associated with like happiness and good, and maybe even like a like a beginning or something like that, like youth or something like this. But like you said, like some darker blues definitely associated with sadness, depression for a reason.
Yeah, you think blue, you just get a long face. I don't know why, but it's just kind
Why
of
the
how
long
things go.
face? Why are you looking blue? Alrighty, we're done talking about random colors and our preferences therein. This will be our first attempt. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I don't, whatever happened in the past is already there. I've already forgotten about it, Trevor. This is our first attempt getting into Moscow.
Yes. Actually, no. You're supposed to confront the Alzheimer's. But no. Okay, so we actually are in here. We're gonna see the teams just headbutt toward each other. I mean, I want to see who gets the first kill.
I want to see that as well. Rated Gold on the right, B Jimbo being their captain, and Team Hustle on the left. 10-10 their captain. 10-10 now dead even. On board B Jimbo pops outside just for a quick hello. Craig put them down where they stand.
Yeah, no, I mean, all we see here is really a fight for the first kill, but not necessarily the first kill as much as the rotations as well. You're really going to see people try to OE, as we can see number 4 there on, that's going to be Rex. I mean, he's looking to OE there to get the kind of rotations for his teammates. That's a big gunfight that he lost, got smoked to get out of there. No OE for you, dude.
Not good. Not collect $200.
Exactly, straight to jail. But no, so it's less of a battle for the first kill and more of a battle for the first rotation, honestly. And that you'll see that with most kills on most maps just because the second hill is so influential.
Yeah, for real. The first one really is not going to find very much stuff coming in the rest of these hard points. Number 2, number 3, different stories all the way. 29 against 2 so far, so a mild lead on a single hard point, but only about half of that taken so far. Again, never going to be a huge money hill, that first one, at least until the second rotation. Back on board?
If you look at the kill feeds here, you see Easy's making it look easy. He's at a 5-3 right now. 6 actually as he picks up another one. I mean, on the other side, B Jimbo is 5-3 himself, putting a little more objective time in there with 11. I mean, so honestly, both these teams are just kind of running at each other. Rated Gold obviously has an advantage right now, up just about 10 points as we stand. But I mean, Team Hustle on the point, getting the points, as they probably will take this lead as we head over to the next hard point.
Looking from above, little Hawkeye view here. Love to see it. 13 seconds left or so. Easy's looking outside for those possible... No, he's just showing off. There you go. Looking outside for those possible respawns. They're not coming from where he wanted, and then at the end of the day, that's going to be money for him and his squad. Moving on along, we got Hardpoint 3 unlocking now. B Jimbo all over it, but that's who we were spectating here for a little while. This is a Rated Gold squad that is very well set up on this hardpoint.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're covering the back. I mean, number 4 on those OEs, he really likes it, actually. Rex is their route man because hopefully he can get paid here. Last time he got smoked. You don't get paid for getting smoked. Only thing people buy smoked is sausage, and that guy is just not getting it. Jimbo holding down the ankles. That's a nice little angle there as 10-10 tried to peek that corner, but I mean, Jimbo held it down, pre-fired just a little bit as he threw that elbow. Nothing in the back is happening, actually. If you take a look at the minimap, we've seen an OE attempted. But I mean, Rated Gold is absolutely locking down this hard point. Like, they're looking to get all of the points.
Yeah, this is what, 55 or so that's gonna be taken at the end of this, as long as this stays the same tune, the radio station stays the same. Hustle Esports, I like how they sent Rex on the long man, that flanking action, and then did it again a second later. He got 1 kill the second time, but that's pretty much it, and then didn't really find much more. After that, Hustle Esports really didn't push or challenge too much on actual point themselves. Rated Gold took that all the way up. 10-10 now with 2 kills there, proving why he was selected for the captain. Easy is 9-6, so big numbers from him. Longer range shots puts down Rex right outside this bus. No ticket!
Yeah, I mean, last time I mentioned some stat lines, Easy and Jimbo are right about the same, but Jimbo's only picked up 2 kills since then, as he does pick up another one. But look, he has over a minute in the hard point already. He was just holding down, soaking up that time from that third hill, and look who's in the hill again. That's going to be Rated Gold as they're looking to just take this lead that they have and push it even further. I mean, this street, once you get set up like Rated Gold is right now, it's kind of hard to break unless you can get someone on a flank or come through rat. But right now, Team Hustle, they are just kind of flooding through the front and getting killed while they're doing it.
Yeah, I gotta say, this match, we're looking towards the end of the third hard point, and this has a massive amount of deaths so far. Yeah, sorry. Anyway, this is a massive amount of deaths so far. Like, really, this has been just a couple seconds of, like, kind of calm before the storm, and then just everybody dying both sides all the way through. 2-11 for Josie. That's the big outlier, unfortunately, for the side of Hustle Sports. Rated Gold, not really singing the same tune at all. Lowest KD ratio they have is 7-6. Everybody positive. B Jimbo doubling up. Afro right outside that stat line. Hustle Esports just really needs to get more Ks on this. After that, you can talk about more, like, kind of deconstructing strategic plays.
Yeah, I mean, and they've had this strategy, honestly. Like, they've sent the guy on the routes, they've tried to get the OEs, but they just don't have the gunny to kind of back it up, honestly. They are just getting smoked by Rated Gold right now. I mean, sure, there's not like a massive amount of kills on the side, but when you have someone, I mean, 12 and 10, 10 and 6, 13 and 7, compared to a 4 and 12, it's just not good looks for Hustle Esports right now. I mean, look who's in the hard point again. I mean, this is that first hard point, a quick rotation. Hustle is technically set up for this next hard point, but Rated, it's just going to have so much pressure. I look for a really easy break, if it even has to be a break.
Yeah, Rex starting this one out is exactly how he needs to be, but speaking of breaks, tough one so far for Hustle. We kind of ran through their score lines before, and they're going to be trying to flip that reality around. As it is, longer range shots attempted from Pete Jimbo, but 10-10 again, proven why he's that captain. Long range AK-74 U shots. There's a third headshot in a row. The man does not shoot into bodies.
Yeah, I mean, and look, Rated Gold on the point again. So they haven't gotten a ton of points here, but there's been so much pressure the entire time, and that's something we just haven't seen from Hustle so far. So that third hard point where B Jimbo just kind of laid down the whole time, there wasn't really pressure. There was some pressure in the back, but no one really flooded through the front, and if they did, they got smoked. Rated is just they are applying so much pressure to Hustle Esports. It's really hard for them to kind of get there. I mean, you're down by 70 points right now, and Rated B Jimbo, he is nuts around those stairs as he's not let anyone kind of come through the first or the second time that we're here. Now, actually, they got caught in the back. Number 4, the route man finally got paid for a second until he died. Someone else is cashing that check because he's out of there.
Yeah. It was a solid investment, but unfortunately did not go to the moon. Josie getting some decent chip damage in from the side, really just monitoring this entryway. But like you said, B Jimbo was doing his best Gandalf impression there with a "You shall not pass." Josie now, as who we're watching now, as he puts down B Jimbo, not finding the same success outside of that choke point. Now Team Hustle spawn a little bit farther away. That's easy, and Rex trying to get back into this firefight.
Yeah, and we're looking at a 100-point lead right here. I mean, honestly. I mean, but there needs to be a firefight that goes in favor of Team Hustle, and if not, I mean, it's just not looking good. I mean, Rated Gold hitting that 200-point mark as I speak. Afro turning on one guy as Rex is able to pick him up there headed toward Rat. But we're going to have the street hard point, and it looks like Rated Gold is already there. How are they there when they held that last hard point the whole time? It looks like Team Hustle or Hustle Esports, they got kind of caught on trying to extend there, and Spawn just kind of got flipped out.
Yeah, spawns can be both like predictable and just like wildly chaotic, right? I think that's kind of the result that we've seen here. Moscow is definitely no exception to that statement. 100 points up so far is Rated Gold, but looking decent on this next. That's outside by Streets. Now just in an absolute line right here is Rated Gold. You can see them down bottom. Trades coming through. That's going to be the man Easy, like trying to get actually in here. No, Easy is actually playing on the point with teammate. That's 10-10, both of them with some solid time on objective. Looks like Rated Gold's pulling back from this one. Longer spawn out from Rafro.
Yeah, it's probably the smart play here. I mean, pull back, don't OE, get some points off the first hill and take control of the second. But look at that spawn for Hustle Esports as they get that back spawn toward P2. That's exactly what they wanted. Rated forgot to turn around to block the spawns. That's very unfortunate. We got to see just a little bit there, but look, okay, so we have 3 players now with 20 kills, 4, 3 just on the side of Rated Gold as another is picked up. I mean, Easy, he's trying to put the backpack on for his team, but I mean, this Rated Gold team is just looking really solid as, I mean, Hustle, I like to point out the spawns here. They still have the spawns for P2, so they can get something out of this if they don't throw it away, and right now, I mean, Rated's just getting all the kills on this little point.
Rex turning right, turn left, finding kills both sides. Love to see it. 15 seconds left or so on this, but like you said, Hustle Esports has the domination over these spawns. Now looking for that kind of Overwatch position will be Rex. He's got the they got the XM4, excuse me, to do it with, and I think he's going to find a lot of value on this next. Spawns-wise, and again, that Overwatch action. Afro trying something from down bottom, no, excuse me. Flama, excuse me, trying something from down bottom. That's why we use ARs for that. Back on over, Hustle Esports trying to move in from the top. Trev, what's going on?
I mean, Hustle Esports, they had the Overwatch there, but the Rated Gold did not show mercy as they are already in the point. Overwatch fun for any of you fans out there. I mean this game's basically over, right? I mean, Hustle can't really do anything. They can apply some pressure. They haven't applied the pressure that Rated has applied this entire time. They're gonna rush through mid to try to get there because there's only 5 seconds left. Rated Gold on the point. Nothing that really Team Hustle or Hustle Esports can do. I mean, that's the game. I mean, 100-point margin, that is very healthy for. If you're Rated Gold. But if we remember back to the last time we saw them play, they took a strong first hard point and then fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, definitely kind of the tale of two different games here, two different teams almost. Little replay action coming in for you guys. At the end of the day, what I really think was the solution is Team Hustle just kind of identifying these money hills and where they need to dedicate their resources to. This came down to a Rated Gold squad coming in. I think they had 225 or so. And see, at a certain point, like unless you're really, really close to the same like numbers as well, especially given how many hard points you have to take, it's like literally garbage time that you have to eliminate. Like getting past that, like playing in a situation where you don't have to eliminate like literally everything the other squad gets, and that being that last like 5, 7, 10 seconds of garbage time on hard points. Like staying within that situation is just going to keep yourself like so much more likely to come back no matter what your score is. Like at any given time, that's kind of why I like hardpoint. The unlimited respawns. You can come back in this up until, again, probably about 225. I guess it depends on how many times you have to fully hold a hard point, like a full 60. But doing that is just so much harder when you have to monitor, 5 seconds, 7 seconds, 10 seconds. And that's on each different time. So those add up quickly. If you're behind by a lot, it can happen, but for every hard point, I'd say you have to have at least 10 seconds that you can like kind of gamble with on both sides.
Yeah, and to talk about that, we saw Rated just kind of dominate all 3 sections of the hard point. They had the first hold. They held the basically the majority of that like core 30 seconds of the hard point, and they had a lot of scrap. They played P3 really, really well because they were there first, held it the whole time, got the rotation time, and then we're on P4. Like they just played those hard points in the rotations really well, especially that 3 to 4. They played that probably the best that I've seen so far on this game. Still kind of early, but it was really good.
Point 2 to 3 is also just huge, man. Like once you have like kind of this more open area and then moving on to third, it's not like right next door. P1 to P2 is not really that far of a trek. I think it's a fair statement. P2 to P3, like distance-wise is not that much more, but it's like where you're going, right? It's like what you're literally passing by just to get there. It's much harder going from P1, or it's much harder going from P2 to P3 and then P3 to P4 than it is from 1 to 2. And I think that that obviously kind of makes sense based on your rotations and what they want to have like a player go through when they're trying to move from hard point to hard point. So at the end of the day, that kind of does make more sense. Do we have any ideas, any predictions as far as search and destroy? Team Hustle and Team Rated coming into Raid here, Trevor?
The last time I saw Rated Gold on a search and destroy, they lost 6-1. So that's unfortunate. That natural talent squad is a little bit more talented than we see on Hustle Esports. And that's just from what we've seen so far. Hustle could come out and be the best S&D team I've ever seen in my life, but we're gonna get right into it. What do you see?
So far, what I see, like you said, I'm glad you brought it up. Last time we saw Rated Gold on this preseason hype battle, it was not the best performance. Hustle Esports, I think they have a huge opportunity here, Trevor. A huge one, possibly even more so than in the hard point previously when they were only down, I think about 40 or so coming into triple digits. But see how they go. Much slower play here. Yeah,
and Rated Gold already has a 4-3 lives advantage because we had I lied to you guys.
Yep, there you go. Cast or curse, Lowell. Cast or curse.
Yeah, instantly. So we're looking just for some control. Someone got rocked right there. Didn't quite catch his name. Looks like Rex got wrecked. Actually, 1010's gonna get the bomb down, but there's instant pressure there.
Ooh. 1010's gonna be thinking his lucky stars for the short jump time for his opponents. Like you saw the head right above Rock, and just like that, Hustle Esports put down on the first round search and destroy. 25 seconds or so it's also not like a situation where they burned out a whole lot of time here, but only dropping 1 Rated Gold, especially after, again, just on paper, just reporting the news here, they dropped their last search and destroy on stream 6-1, about as bad as you get. That is not the situation coming into this, though.
Yeah. But I mean, who's to say? I mean, we can't know what's gonna happen, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you just can't know. I mean,
I
but
know you
from
can't
that, I
see,
mean,
but Trevor was saying, "Who can say? Who can say?" And I'm like pointing to me, like I can say. I have the big brain here. Trevor let me get the big brain here today. We have to share it though. Go back and forth.
yeah, I mean, someone like B Jimbo, he's 2-0 right now. So that's huge.
Explosive kitchen already.
Yeah, first blood. I mean, it's a trades though. So I mean, 3-3 right now. We got to get the bomb down. See if we can play the retake. I've seen a lot slower search and destroy play in this game. And I actually really like that. It's more methodical. Let's kind of see where this push kind of goes. What they decide to do, as it looks like a rotation's coming through for Rated Gold.
Yeah, I'm not against the slower play. It's just I guess we've kind of become accustomed sometimes to teams really just balls to the wall the first couple rounds, really just kind of creating that pressure, see what it cooks. 45 seconds in. Now a slight advantage for Rated Gold, 3-2 on this one, after the only player who hath fallen so far, B Jimbo, knows that there's a player out there. We'll be looking at Tiki here soon. Yeah, he definitely knows out there now that Flama has fallen. Looking at, okay, I thought that was, I thought he was laying down for a second and moving that quickly through Tiki. I was wondering how that was possible in any way, shape, or form.
No, there's swimming mechanics again. You don't fall in the water or die. You actually. Oh, that's. Okay.
So Flama actually did fall there. Yeah, okay. I thought that was going to be really nasty as well. This is Jimbo going back away from the rest. Rex on the outside. Rex gets taken down with a headshot. Flashy finish here for your Rated Gold squad. Just like that, they have strung together the offensive-defensive round. It's pretty important, would you say?
Oh yeah, well first team to pick up 2 in a row like that, especially on the first two, it's huge. Right? This play right here is nasty though. Okay, Rex sure he got the kill there, but I mean you got a 1v2 retake. It is a tough ask, especially when you have someone like B Jimbo set up there in Tiki. I'm able to just kind of peek back up and shoot him right in the face. Yeah, but I mean they're up 2-0. I mean that's a really nice start for Rated Gold here. Now, I mean, for Hustle Esports, you just got rocked in a hard point, and now you're 0-2 in a search. I mean, they got to get something going, or it's just kind of chalk.
Cannot disagree with you, my man. Cannot disagree with you. It's a lot of momentum going the way of the Gold Squad, but just like that, first blood coming out from Josie. And I do not believe that's a situation they've enjoyed in the Search and Destroy matchup so far. Is that correct? Like a first blood?
Yeah, this is the first blood to go to Hustle that's not an instant trade.
Okay, yeah, true. Yeah, so the first blood, yeah, technically if you get first kill, but really is it worth it if the trade comes out immediately afterwards? As it is, little trade action again. Speak it in a shell up here. 10-10 finding his own on this, just on a different situation. Just like that, ready to go down to one player. That's it. Push to lives as Team Hustle as they scrap up their first.
Yeah, that was really big there. So they played the first blood, and then they played it smart. They realized that they had the live advantage, and they kind of push it. So player fail, you get their trade. That's exactly what you need to do there. However, I will say that Rated has played picks a lot better than Team Hustle Esports so far. Sorry, I see I saw the team that keeps messing me up. But it's kind of weird. No. So Rated Gold is playing picks a lot better. So this first blood is very influential to the round. But I mean, a couple of the rounds we've seen Rated Gold get first blood and then play the picks, which is something we haven't seen Hustle Esports do very well. Hustle, they do get the first blood here again, but again, an instant trade. That's not what you want to see from a first blood. B Jimbo's going big right now. He's 4-1, playing for his team, but they're down a guy right now.
Yeah, again, mild advantage for Hustle. 30 seconds into this one, teams just kind of feeling each other out so far. Rounding around, we're on board with Rex as he's kind of looking for these longer sidelines. I think he knows that Flama is in there, but at the absolute least, he's got to know that there's players from the side of Rated somewhere out here in this cul-de-sac. Edgewise damage comes in as the numbers go even. Even is not what Rated Gold likes, though. Josie's the last man up, 2-1 situation.
Yeah, do you got someone like B Jimbo on the other side of that? On the other side of that situation, that is not very good. So I mean, they can just play. They can play the trade here. They don't even have to do anything. Just kind of back up. Wait for him to push. If he doesn't, then you win the round.
Gotta get his health back. Yeah, okay. So he's got an AK-74. Longer range damage capabilities from this, from this SMG is there. Six will be looking out over him. That is Flama. He can't not know that B Jumbo is in the back, but he doesn't know that whether or not he's looking at him. There it is. That's the damage in edgewise, and the pinch play just from these two players, right? Just literally look back. Call of Duty angles here happen, of course, but just look back, cover your teammates back. Bomb's already down. Just methodical Call of Duty at this point.
Yeah, no, and that's exactly. I mean, they played those angles really well. They had their line of sights on the bomb. You have to peek, you have to defuse. If not, you lose. But I mean, what B Jimbo's at a 5-1. Falma's at a 4-3.
Yeah, so big outlier numbers. Afro Celerity, both technically down KD wise, but we are only starting map 5 or game 5, excuse me, now. Round 5, that's a better way to put it. Hustle Esports on the other side, unfortunately, even though they have taken a round, Trevor. Only got 3 players who are dead even, and 1 that is negative 1-3. I believe that was Josie, not 100% sure. So we have a little bit of a connection issue here. We'll be starting that one in just a minute. Now, we had the 3-1 scoreline. That was for rated gold, and we will be getting back to that in the current scoreline soon.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted.
And our good viewers, I'm not 100% sure if I'm unmuted right now, but I just want to get you guys a little bit of an update. Trevor's not back. I just want to tell you guys that there were software issues and connection issues, unfortunately. Everybody on both squads actually got kicked out of that. So, yeah, and this is not K7 League's fault whatsoever. Definitely not our producer's fault in any way, shape, or form. But we're getting these 8 players back on in and going as soon as possible. Getting K7 League, little preseason high battle coming at you, and we're going to be getting this back just as soon as possible. COD League or COD Action will be back just as soon as we can.
Standing tall, fear outweighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, we all know that it's a lie. I just wanna be happy.
And we are back here, ladies and gentlemen. We got a little update action. We'll talk about our K7 League qualifiers. Trevor, you with me?
Yeah, I'm with you this time. I'm here. I'm back.
There you go. You want to take the good people on in and kind of what is to be expected for some K7 League coming up?
Yeah, so these are actually open qualifiers for season 4, and these will actually take place this weekend, 5 days from now. Today's the 8/13. If you use your fingers right.
Fingers, math.
Yeah, something like that. And it's about 5 days from now this weekend. Right before the start of our next season, we have open qualifiers for season 4. I mean, K7 League is a great opportunity for really any org, any player, and just anything to kind of get your name out there to get some experience in competitive COD. If you're not here, you're doing it wrong. And this is
Yes.
kind of the great, like the best way to do it.
Yeah,
And
straight
then,
up
we can
competition.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. It's a great way to kind of get that dose of that competition. But yeah, and we'll look at the standings right now to kind of see where people stand. Shinobi Uprising, Ninjas, Yeet. They actually do have 180 points.
Yeah.
You see a couple others. Team Veer, I believe they've won a qualifier or one of the qualifying tournaments at some point. Yeah, they won Event 1 actually. So a couple of cool looking logos with some cool teaming. Bashful Esports,
Yeah, for real.
but it's like a red. That's kind of nice. I kind of like that.
I like it. I like it. Is that a like a Velociraptor or something like that down there for Bashful? Not 100% sure. Well, we'll run through these from the top to the bottom. Everybody likes hearing their names. Yes, that's Shinobi Uprising here at the top. 8-2 for them. Big numbers put up as well. 180 points. Fims Gaming 120 coming in through second. 6-4 on the win-loss ratio. Team Veer playing 8 games, 5-3. 120 points put up for them. Millennium 7. Oh, so that's the M and then the 7 in the black there at the top right, like coming down. I see it. I'm with you, Millennium 7. I see you. 80 points for them, 4-2. Grim Gaming, 70 points, 3-4. We're starting here in just a second, so I'll get through this quickly. Team KGK, 60 points, 3-4. Bashful Esports, 3-2. Straight 10 at the end, 30 points, 1 win for 2 losses. Excuse me. Starting our next map now. This is a little bit of raid action. Yep. I realize you guys can't hear that live, actually. I'm sitting here saying, yep, I understand. I got it. Yeah. Search and destroy. What we saw previously before the server kicked us all out. Again, no fault of our own. This was 3-1 for the side of Rated Gold. Hustle Esports did take a round, but that is where we're playing from as of right now. Rated Gold is up 3-1. It just doesn't say that on the HUD.
Yeah, and one thing that we saw is Hustle Esports struggled with first bloods, and here again they're struggling with those first bloods. Beat Jimbo in a really good position here. If you just kind of peeks, that is huge. That's a 3-1 life advantage for Rated Gold right now. They're up 3-1. They're just kind of rolling through this search and destroy right now.
Yeah.
We got kind of a late rotate from Easy there, but that's
peaked and all. Yep.
getting up the stairs. B Jimbo's going ham. That's at least 7 kills in the search for him right now.
Yeah.
Taking him to leading his team to a 4-1 lead right now. They only need 2 more rounds to close it out.
Yes, gotta reiterate it here. This is a Rated Gold squad. Of course, they were not playing the same team, but last time we saw MatchDay, they put up a 6-1 performance and a loss. They only took 1 round as well. Staring down the barrel of a completely opposite situation is a Rated Gold squad up 4-1 right now. Again, just in case you're joining us, there was the server that kicked us all out. Hit 12 o'clock, the announcer said, get out of here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. That's what we saw just a little bit ago, and that was when Rated Gold was up 3-1. So they're now 4-1.
Yeah, Semisonic, great song, closing time. Afro holding the thing, looking toward Tiki. But other than that, nothing crazy. Actually, I lied. Things happen as soon as I say stuff. Quick kills on the map as Rated Gold is down 2 with a turn on right there. That is big. Turning on Min and Tiki's. There's something like that as B Jimbo's getting another kill. He is 3-0 right now. In this reset, that's at least 8 to 9 kills right now for the Surge and Destroy. What looked grim at first for Rated Gold ended up being really nice as they take that lead to a 5-1.
5-1.
Hustle Esports, you gotta play it perfect.
Yep. If the comeback is going to happen in our second game, it's going to have to happen on this next. Looking down at game map point, I guess is the best way to put it. Match being the overall, this being the individual game. 5-1, sorry, for Rated Gold, because again, they came through 3-1 performance. Hustle Esports has not put up a round since we got back from the servers booting us. Yeah, looking to the middle.
Yeah, go ahead.
And I was about to throw it away to you. You just took it too quickly.
Yeah, man, I was a little bit eager, I guess. For Hustle Esports to win, the scoreline is going to have to say 5-2. But with 2 people dropping and only 1 for Rated, none of them were B Jimbo. That's not good if you're Hustle Esports. As he's just finessing around these rocks, that might be another kill there.
That was looking good a second ago for Hustle. Now at a 1v2 situation, staring again down the barrel. Afro's 4-0, has not died since we came back. Celerity is 2-1, so only died once. Tintin has died more than both of them if we're just looking at numbers. That's the only player alive here. Celerity from the long range gets that one, and Rated Gold puts down a whimpering Team Hustle at 6-1.
Yeah, once they came back from that break, it was just textbook. They got the first bloods, they got all the trades, and then they just took kind of the power positions and just held their angles. That's textbook search and destroy for everyone that's out there. But Rated Gold, amazing first hard point, winning by 250 to 150. And then a really good second map there on that raid with a 6-1 win over Hustle Esports. We get to see Raid one more time. But before we talk about the controlled tug, any last takeaways from the search and destroy?
It's maybe something I say pretty frequently. Yes, we can't see these comms, but I can't imagine, just based on individual performances and how individual pieces of information could have been kind of attributed together from Team Hustle members, they could have come forth and put together just a better performance than that, better than 6-1. Again, just report the news. That's about as bad as it gets. Only thing worse is a 6-0, obviously. What Team Hustle members had to do is just, take advantage of those communications. There were multiple different times, I feel like, that just a simple call out might have been the difference between an individual 1v1 fought or lost. As it was, Hustle Esports saw multiple different rounds in this 6-1 loss, where it came down to just a couple different players, if not just one. Yes, 3-1 situation is going to be hard, but that's not always the situation they found themselves in. frequently 1v2, 1v1s, and other situations where they wouldn't have had to get there had these comms maybe just been a little bit more tight. Now, again, this is me kind of grasping at straws here because we can't tell. We did not have to listen on this match, but I think we will be having that here for the K7 League once we start out, a little live listening and stuff. And so some interesting new content will be coming at you, but we don't have that quite yet. So I can't say for certain. That's just kind of what it seems like from the outside.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. And then with that Search and Destroy just a little bit, I mean, I said it in the match, but Rated Gold just played it textbook, really. They not only did they get the majority of the first bloods, but then they played the picks really well too. So it's really easy to get traded out once you get that blood because you got to peek to get the shot, and then the teammate just comes around the corner while you're tagged up. But I mean, Rated Gold were very aware of that. Got out on those first bloods. And then after that, took the random stray that was trying to rotate back to his teammates, got him too, got the pick. That's a 4-2 live advantage right there, and that's just hard to come back from. In a Search and Destroy.
Some apt analysis here from Trevor, because seriously, that's what happened at least 2 times across our 7 different rounds. The flanks that were attempted on hardpoint, given that they only succeeded about half the time. Now, granted, the value that they give was huge, but these are not the same kind of plays that you can attempt in a Search and Destroy when you simply don't have the respawns, and losing a single man like that will give you so much more of a negative effect than it would, say, in our previous Call of Duty when it was 5v5. You know, that is something when you can invest a single man and not really have to worry so much about a 4v5 situation. 3v4 simply different every way, shape, and form. As it is, though, raid action coming in for our Control, so kind of that middle ground between our hard point and our Search and Destroy.
Yeah, Control's a really fun game mode for me. Something a little bit different.
Yes.
Kind of combines some of the best aspects of both of the other, other game modes. I mean, honestly, it's my favorite third map aside from maybe Uplink. That one was really fun to watch.
Yes.
But I mean, Control is actually really nice. Hopefully, we can get everyone in here and just get going with this Control. Looks like we did. We are good to go. Hustle Esports Rated Gold. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we really want some pop-off plays here on this. We got some really good action on the hard point, but as a caster, I was just looking for kind of the hyped moments, the potentials here, and there really just weren't so many of those gunfights, especially in Search and Destroy. A lot of them were more beatdowns. Even trades here, 2 for Hustle Esports, 2 for Rated Gold, and a mild advantage for Rated as Hustle Esports almost has that first tick, looking towards stairs and puts him down right there. Looking back towards window and money, and that's a headshot as well. Hustle Esports playing this round much better.
Oh, 100% they are, but you gotta watch out because they haven't had the guns. Now, I mean, that in the past couple game modes, they just haven't been able to do it. Hopefully, they can hang on here as the lives are right about even. Remember, guys, pay attention to the number of deaths. Whoever has the least amount of deaths will get that. If we take it to a round 5, they will have that defense, which is everyone wants that defense. Right now, in terms of offense, Hustle Esports is trying to control B as they do have 2 ticks that have come through. That's the one over there by Basketball. Not quite on the yeah. So it's gonna be over by Tiki and Basketball. As we can see, 10-10 just kind of holding this power position, trying to get the. I mean, he's 1-6, but he's been holding some positioning. He could be a little bit better with it. But he has an SMG kind of popping up and down on a heady. Not much you could do there, especially with Rated Gold. They have the live advantage now. Anything that we saw from Hustle Esports at the beginning has gone. That flame has flickered out. I mean, sure they can do it, but they're down 10, and it is not looking great.
Yeah, just like that, this difference of 35 seconds or so spells out the real big contrast between these 2 teams. Hustle Esports had a very solid shot a little while ago, but with that, they have their last respawns go through, last few seconds, and Rated Gold takes this first round in Control very handedly.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a little bit of a flame from Hustle Esports at the beginning. It looked like they had the gunning. It looked like they found it, but it was just gone. It was right there in the tips of their fingers, and they just let it slip. They did not capture it. To quote Eminem, kind of. But no. I mean, Rated Gold, again, they're just playing it so much better. You got someone like 10-2. Is that Flama on the other side? Like, that's Flama Llama.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's how I've been able to remember it. First blood coming out from Rated there, or their first kill from them, excuse me, comes in explosive form. Little death from above here. Back to Kitchen as Rated Gold continues on. A little bit of a streak here. That's 3 now for them.
Yeah, I mean, and that's huge. I mean, Rated's on the offensive side this time, so they're going to look to capture these points as they are on B and on A. So this is a split push. That guy on B was just there to turn heads, and he did his job. Now we got at least a 2-stack on that A. That means those ticks are going by really quick. That's almost 2. They almost have 2 ticks on this A. No real contention there. Josie in the back could come from window to kind of pick up some guys in the back on that A point there. But I mean, the reinforcements are there. A is pretty much captured. Now they have 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go capture B. And I mean, for something like Raid, I mean, it's very doable. I think this is a very balanced control.
Yes, sir. We are going in now with a last little push on the B with Rated Gold. Little live listen in action. We'll be back with you guys in a second.
Aaron, you have a streak, right? Aaron, you have a streak?
Yeah, I got my artillery.
Use it.
Alright, hey, after away, hold up.
Yeah, let's go.
He's open. Jump.
Dead.
Let's go raid.
Why?
No, you're
I'll push mid. He's in kitchen dead. Trade me out.
You
No,
guys.
I'm on
Kitchen, Josie dead. Let's go.
Nice.
That's
Still
2.
3 down. 2 down. 1. Hey, kitchen window. Bottom.
Tiki. Outside of Tiki.
3 down. Hey, last on Tiki. Hard hit him. I'll watch over you. Go.
Push him.
Tiki right now dead. Tiki down. 4 down. They're gonna push elbow.
And some fiery words from the men over at Rated Gold. Not a whole lot of progress here on B so far. It's about halfway, and just like that, stopping that progress in its tracks is Josie.
Yeah, and the lives look a lot closer this time. As Rated took a really, they had a really big lead last time. They are up right now. Hustle Esports thrown into the single digits, but that's not good because Hustle's on defense, and we got at least one guy there on the point for B for Rated Gold. So this is not.
No.
Yeah, I mean, this is not good.
There you. Oh my God. Josie just Josie just treated this one like a package on layaway. It's just gonna come eventually. Unfortunately, I gotta call out bad plays when I see them, right? Like I'd really be doing people a disservice. Hustle Esports here. Josie spent the last one just simply not getting there. Nicely done through the water here. But Rated Gold, just like that, has purchased themselves a lot of breathing room when you're talking about the last little bit here. This was almost put all the way down to lives as well, right, Trevor?
It was a 6. It looks like Rated Gold had 6 respawns left with at least 3 players up, so that's a 9 life advantage there. As it did, I guess it ended with the point, but they only had 1 left. So with people up and respawns, I mean, Rated has a huge lead in terms of lives right now. They have not died as much as Team Hustle. That's how it works when, like, I mean, Hustle Esports, they just don't have the gunny right now. So Rated Gold is in a really good position. They would have to hard throw these next 2 rounds to not have a defense. But they won that offense relatively easy. If we're being completely honest, there wasn't too much of a struggle.
End of the day, this is now a full reverse sweep situation. I say it sometimes in Rocket League, you know, if the broom is the sweep one way, this is the morb that'll have to be attempted from the other. Super metal, at least that's what I think. But, seriously, like, in every way, shape, and form, this is Hustle Esports who have to come back, win this control round, then win the next, and hopefully push it to least deaths in the 5th round of control and take that all the way, and then have to win our garrison on hard point, Moscow and Search and Destroy, to come back on this. Now, this is a Hustle Esports squad that's shown me they have the skills to pay the bills. They can get that done, but saying, doing 2 completely different things in this, Trevor.
Yeah, and 1010 is more than 10 kills down from his deaths right now. 7 and 21. That is a yikes. It is not good looks in a control when lives do mean a lot. Kind of when it comes down to the nitty gritty. I mean, Hustle Esports, they're looking for the broom to kind of get the reverse sweep, but it's in the hand of Rated as they are looking for this 3-0 sweep right now. I mean, Hustle Esports are trying to make some progress at A and B. They kind of left A to go to B right now, but I mean, you got someone like B-Jimbo. He does get killed on the stairs there, but if you look just at the score lines right now, 20 and 12 from Flama, B-Jimbo at 19 and 14. Salinity still hasn't died 10 times
there you go.
Through these couple rounds.
That is wild. Of course, that's the caster's curse. That's going to happen as soon as my man is getting those well-worded phrases out. But the point stands. Celerity simply not dying that many times, especially in a game mode where it will go down in a tie situation to least deaths, going to be huge. I really do like what Hustle Esports did with the split push here. Obviously, A is going to be a little bit easier to get that tick of progress on. But having the split push and the pressure there will purchase themselves a situation where they can much more easily add on to time. Yes, they're at 9 lives right now, so about a spawn a piece coming into the end. But actually, a little bit of artillery action against their own. Now Hustle Esports is down to about 7, 12 for rated, so still an advantage. But after this point of progress comes into A, they'll be getting a lot more time, at least to play with. More respawns, not good situations, excuse me.
Yeah, and they don't even get the cap on A right there because B Jimbo comes in and saves the day. So that's actually that's rough times for the side of Hustle. I mean, that's put a fork in it because they're done, dude. Honestly.
They are done. Like a great turkey, Thanksgiving morning or Thanksgiving dinner, I suppose. It is done, finished through, finito. I think that's Spanish or Italian or something like that. I took a couple semesters of Italian. Don't really remember too much of it anymore. But hey, that's not why we're here. We're here because this is a rated gold squad that just put on a clinic here, put on a show tonight and how to win a Call of Duty. Got to call it like we see it. Hustle Esports did not come through and they did not give up, which is really the big thing. They did not get absolutely just hate stomped. It wasn't like they were getting taken out through a control round, not getting any kills or anything on this, and got much more competitive as it went on the control. But end of the day, all points the way of rated gold. This kind of started middle of the road, 250, 150, search and destroy, completely different story. And then on paper, round 3 of the control kind of going the same way the search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, it was not. Honestly, Hustle Esports looked like they knew what plays to make. They just didn't have the skill to do it.
Yeah.
It's like.
Just like the doctor said when I was
unfortunate.
born here, Trevor, just like the doctor said when I was born, it was not pretty.
Yeah, I mean, yikes. No, but I mean, you lose 0-3. You just got to kind of, it's not the season yet. Luckily, the season will start next week. Hustle Esports has a whole season in front of them. So it's not like they're down. They are not down bad yet.
They are not down bad yet.
But it's just unfortunate, actually, because it looks like they play on Monday at 10 p.m. None other than rated gold.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
If you're team Hustle, you got to learn how to shoot.
Trevor is both right and being facetious, of course, but there's a lot to be learned from this matchup, right? I know I've cast with you before when I've said this. If you take an L like this and you don't go forth and learn anything and really use that towards further competitions, especially in a situation where you know that you're going to play this team again, then effectively you have just lost twice. I cannot estimate whatsoever the team Hustle is going to be in that situation. Obviously they're a bounce back team here. We saw that throughout here. Again, there was no way, shape, and form of any kind of giving up here, calling it in, or throwing in the towel or anything else like this. Hustle Esports played to the last second. There's a lot to be said for that now. But given that they did take a hard L, there'll be a lot to be learned from here, and that's the positive that I'm really drawing here for Team Hustle.
Yeah, they probably had the most important first match of the season. Just with how this preseason hype match played out. I mean, they lose in a pretty dominating fashion. So for them, this one, it's got to mean a lot. I mean, there's some pressure on the roster to come back and kind of prove a point, to prove that you're meant to be here. You can get the wins in the K7 League.
Absolutely. They will not come easy, as we will see here later on once the regular season does start. That'll be starting up the 13th, correct? This Saturday? Oh, this 15th, excuse me. Yes, no, the last little bit of the open qualifiers, will be happening on the 13th. Yes, it's the 15th through the 18th. Monday we're starting out Heartbreakers versus Knights Templar, rated gold, Team Hustle, a rematch of what we just saw here, going on through there. We're not going to bother run through all these teams again. What I am going to run through is the partners, individuals that make this possible. First and foremost, the most important is Hero, our producer, the man who makes it our jobs as casting just so much easier. We do appreciate him. Again, top of the list right there. GitGudHosts as well, providing the servers here that are kind of closer to some of these CDL servers and just have that optimal positioning. They'll then provide much better hosts and lesser pings, quicker pings, and much more neutrality when it comes to setting up a fair and even playing field. Innovated Gear as well. That's our apparel partner here for the K7 League. They're putting on some of these real nice shirts, jerseys, and more. You can check out their Twitter to kind of really see exactly what it is that they are working on. Gamers Resort as well, working to make this world a better place because they are helping out gamers that are dealing with all kinds of different mental health issues. Not sure if they're working on dental issues. That'd be an interesting combination. Not two things are much more different there than mental health and dental health. But anyway, again, making the world a better place and kind of helping out with gamers, and we do appreciate them. One of our newer partners here as well, Designed by You. Yes, that is the official video editing partner for the K7 League. They worked on an intro here, I do believe Hero told me earlier. And so if you like that, maybe you're in for a nice, healthy dose of some Designed by You productions, like kind of what they've been doing for us and stuff like that. They'll be working on more video editing stuff. And last but certainly not least, our DropShot folk over there, they've been helping us and providing us with data so we can get stats out and provide that kind of different line of narrative there for you and really just dive into these competitions. K7 League here. I do believe with that, Trevor, we have reached my least favorite part of any broadcast. That, of course, is the end. I'm FBI Tugboat. I'm here with my man Trevor. Unless we have anything else, Trevor, do you believe that's it?
Now that's all from me, Tug.
Yes, sir. We want to thank you, good folk, for watching. Tune in again. Next K7 action will be on February 13th. That's this Saturday. Thank you for watching. See you later.
I can see all the way up to the top without using a telescope.
Jamie giving him one. Looking for the second.